Well, I'm just packing to head off tomorrow, my next adventure, solo again. And last week we put up a video of things that we changed and what we loved and didn't love about the Iridium. And that was on Saturday. And on Sunday, John installed a new privacy screen. So you might ask why we're doing a privacy screen. When I was at one of the caravan parks at the end of a row opposite the dump point on my own, there was a persistent person that kept coming and knocking on the door and leaning on the window to have a look in to see if I was there. So I didn't feel like I could turn the light on or anything during the evening. In the end, I actually taped a tea towel to the window just because I felt uncomfortable. I'm sure he meant no harm, but anyway, that's what I did. So we contacted Signature and they've got these in stock for $35, and we just emailed them, and like 2 days later it came back. You know, for $35 and you don't have to measure anything, it just screwed straight in and up it went. I'm going to finish packing, and then tomorrow morning early I'm going to head off, and I'm thinking maybe towards the Canola Fields, and apparently they're all in bloom at the moment, and I thought a little bit of yellow to start my trip off. Travelling around seeing fields of yellow would be nice, so that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Look at this for a campsite overlooking the Canola Fields. Bugger about the rain. It was the most beautiful drive here. Arrived through Harden and it was beautiful weather, and then as soon as I hit the first canola field, the rain started, and I'm the only one here. Like, the rain doesn't bother me too much. The wind does. I probably won't leave the awning up after I've cooked tonight, just because I hate the sound of the wind catching. But this is Tootts Lookout, and it's a camping and picnicking area, and it's a free. It doesn't have much. It has 2 drop toilets, 1 men, 1 women, little picnic bay, and just panoramic views. As you drive up the road, which is all gravel, there's canola fields right along. So if the weather clears, I'll certainly walk there tomorrow. But beautiful, I'm the only one. You know, I really quite like that. You know what, it might be my wishful thinking, but I think it's already starting to clear. Like, all the clouds are sort of moving this way, and it's not as blustery and cold, and the birds have just come back out. So fingers crossed, I might get the views that I really want. I just want to make sure people realise that I'm walking along a public road and I'm not going on private property. Well, it's just me and the sheep. I've actually walked for well over an hour, I would think, and then it started raining. I've had to walk quickly back. So many sheep. Oh, I'm disturbing them. The van's just up there. I was going to stay here 2 nights, leave the van and go and have a look in town at Young and everything. But I'm in 2 minds how isolated the camp is. The van sitting there all day on its own. So I think I'll figure it out tomorrow, and probably a lot of it will depend on the weather and how I'm feeling. Good morning, I've just woken up. It was such a peaceful night here. So quiet, and look at this, the rain's gone and it's just spectacular. And there's little birds flying everywhere. I didn't set an alarm because I thought it'd still be raining. Wow, what a sunrise. I'm so glad I got up for it, and I'm so glad the rain dissipated today. I just can't tell you, there's so many birds flying around, but they don't actually ever land. Well, as beautiful as this place is, and it's lovely to sit up here, it's mid-morning, the clouds are rolling in. The weather forecasts say it's going to be afternoon and evening rain and storms again. And I'm thinking I'll move on and see if I can find somewhere else. It really is the most beautiful drive along here. There's been so many canola fields and they're just gorgeous. And then coming up the road, just came to this most beautiful church, which I assume that the sign says do not enter. I don't know, maybe asbestos was used in there. But look at that, it's just beautiful. St Xavier's Church was built by Mr. Green in 1886. His wife, himself, and 2 sons are buried on this ground. Well, I've made my way about an hour and a half down the road to Gulugong Primitive Campsite, which is actually in the township of Gulugong, and there's nothing primitive about it. There's 8 sites, most of them are powered. It's a donation campsite, and it's behind a playground, and there's everything you need here really, except for internet. So across the road is a great pub. There's this amazing log cabin that's across the road also. And as you walk through the town, it's just beautiful. There's historical and old buildings. And I believe it's very close to a national park. So tomorrow I'm going to check that out. But the only restriction really on this campsite is that it's 2 nights maximum only, and it's in quite demand. There's been quite a lot of vans since I've parked coming trying to get in, and there's not enough spaces. So I'm going to unhook tomorrow and go and look at the national park, and then I'll move on after my second night. Anyway, I think that's it from me. It's been good fun, and I've really enjoyed my first few nights out. I will see you on the other side.